Hello, in this short video I solved the following problem. Determine the point on this curve such that the tangent line at that point be perpendicular to this line. Pause the video at this point and give it a try. Okay, so let us solve the problem. I would recommend you to analyze the problem by sketching a very rough picture in scratch paper, for example. So let us say that this part is the scratch paper. What I have a curve. You don't need to be worried if you're drawing the curve perfectly fine or not. You just want to sketch the graph. And let us say, for example, this line is a line like this. Okay? My goal is in this problem to find a point on this curve so that when I draw the tangent line there, the tangent line becomes perpendicular to this line. For example, you immediately see that this is not an appropriate point, for example, because if I draw the tangent line there, this tangent line is not going to intersect my line in the right angle. So might be if the point is somewhere here, it's a good choice, because if I draw the tangent line here, okay, it seems that they are perpendicular. Okay, something like that. Okay, this point is wanted in this problem. I don't have access to it, so I will call it point alpha and beta. X coordinate alpha, y coordinate beta. So now if I want to find the slope of the tangent line, this is a standard exercise. I have to differentiate my function. So differentiation of my function is very simple because 5 is a constant, so it becomes 0. 2 is a multiplicative constant, and e to the power of x is the famous exponential function whose derivative is equal to itself. This is the derivative. But if I want to find the slope of the tangent line, I have to replace x in my derivative with the x coordinates of the points of tangency, in this case alpha. So this becomes 2 times e to power alpha. This is the k-value of your tangent line. So if I ask you what is the k-value of this line, you can read it from the formula of the line. But you have to be careful. If I want to read the k-value, I have to move everything to the right and isolate y. So this means that y becomes minus 4x plus 3. If I ask you what is the k-value here, the k-value is simply minus 4. Okay? So the k-value of this line is minus 4. The k-value of this tangent line is this number, which is of course still not known to me because I don't know alpha, but I know something. I know this line and the tangent line are supposed to be perpendicular. So this means what? This means that if I multiply the k-values, k times the k-value of the tangent line, it should be minus 1. This is a famous result. For example, in Swedish system, they study it in Math 2C. So we know that if two lines are perpendicular, the product of the slopes of the lines should be minus 1. Okay, but I already know the exact value for this k, so if I put it there, so this means minus 4 times k of t, which is this one, times 2e to power alpha is equal to minus 1. So this becomes minus 8 times e to the alpha is minus 1. So it means e to the alpha is equal to, I divide everything by minus 8, it becomes 1 over 8. But e to the some unknown number is 1 over 8. If I ask you what alpha is simply ln of 1 over 8. Okay, so this is my alpha. I can simplify this a little bit later, but this is not finished because the problem is asking you about a point on the curve. When they say a point, it means both x coordinates and both x and y coordinates. So x coordinate of the point is found. For finding beta, it is very simple because I know that this point is sitting somewhere on the curve. So it means that the coordinates will satisfy the equation. So if I ask you what beta is 5 plus 2 e to power alpha. Okay? But you see, e to power alpha turned out to be 1 over 8. So it becomes 5 plus 2 times 1 over 8. But 2 times 1 over 8 is 1 over 4. And if I take the common denominator, 21 over 4. So that is your beta. So if I want to finally answer the question, the point, if you don't mind, let me give it a name. Alpha is ln of 1 over 8, and then beta is 21 over 4. That is correct, but sometimes people prefer to write this a little bit differently, because we know that ln of 1 over 8 can be written as ln of 1 minus ln of 8, but ln of 1 is 0, so it's minus ln of 8. So that is also possible. Or of course you can view it slightly differently. Instead of 1 over 8, you can write 8 to power minus 1, and then you see that this minus 1 goes down based on the properties of the ln. So in both cases, the answer turns out to be minus ln of 8. So finally, the point that I am supposed to answer is minus ln of 8, 21 over 4. So this means that, what does it mean? It means that if I find this point on this curve and I draw the tangent line to the curve at that particular point, it becomes a line which will intersect this line at a right angle, meaning perpendicular. Okay, so I hope that this video was useful for you. Until the next video, be safe and goodbye. Thank you.